Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. My name is Jan and today we try to do something special. We're gonna try to print the fastest Benchy I've ever done in this workshop. So what's so special about this? We're gonna do it on this machine. So let me hit cycle start, and while time lapse is running, I'm gonna explain a few things. Let's get started. Da 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 da. Alright, so print should start any second. Once it starts extruding the intro line, I'm gonna hit the clock. I'm gonna do now. Alright, so we're going to start the second layer any minute. So this is going to be real printing speed. And trust me, with this kind of machine, that's absolute pushing to the limits. I'm aiming for a sub 1 hour run. Keep in mind this whole tool head does weigh around 8.5 kilograms despite it being made of carbon fiber and stuff. That is pushing it to the absolute limit in terms of speed. Alright, so we're a few minutes in. Part cooling fans are running full blast. So while that is doing its thing, I'm gonna go for a quick tour on the machine. As you can clearly see, this isn't your standard printer, but well, in some ways it absolutely is. The most obvious thing is that it's not one extruder. This is a whole tool head that is moving. At first it was 20 hot ends. Later I had to go down to 18 because of cooling issues, and right now I have 16 in working condition because I'm missing some replacement parts. As this tool head goes, this is, and I don't underestimate if I say this, a complete self-built thing. There I can tell the only off-the-shelf parts are these fans and the nut. Everything else is either machined, anodized, molded, wired, whatsoever by myself. You might ask, how do you control such a great amount of extruders? Well, with this shit box. And this, my friends, is the very first Rams 1.4 I ever owned. It is 6 years old and has gone through all iterations of this machine. I've upgraded it to some MK1 TMC drivers. Apart from that, there's questionable cooling methods all over the place. It's just somehow a wonder it works. As you can see, this connector here, I'll leave that untouched, but I don't know. Yeah, when you got 20 hot ends, you need 20 spools of filament. That's what I see here. The fourth axis or extruder axis is done by these two NEMA 17 motors, which have a 10-to-1 reduction. And I'm not shitting you, I can't really touch these. These have around 70 to 80 degrees and are working on full blast. So one of these hot ends isn't up to the task, but in this case it isn't a big problem. I can just unhook this and the rest is still going. We're 25 minutes in. This is where we're at. Oh yeah, you see those tiny movements. He does like that. Alright, so before this print ends, let's talk about a few things. So, do I think this is a legit entry for the speedboat race? Well, I don't know either. I want you to be the judge. best would be down in the comments. Because the thing is, the rules are kind of open, which I like. And just in terms of how fast can I print one Benchy, I'm somewhere in the 1 hour region, which is not impressive at all. But you would rename that to how many Benchys can you print per day? Well, then I think this is a very legit entry, but a completely different approach. In terms of the other rules, I did comply with all of them. It is sliced with Prusa slicer, latest edition, 25 micron layer height. I did not exceed the extrusion width. I didn't even combine like infill structures and stuff. Filament itself is just your standard G-Tech whatsoever PLA. So nothing out of the ordinary. So I would be really pleased if you could just give it an opinion down in the comments on if this is legit or not. Because I'm gonna be disassembling this machine anyway. Thing is, if I could push for this record very easily, then I would try to do so. If you think not, well, then maybe this is my last attempt. By the way, this is my third real attempt. My guess is with a lot of iterations I could go even faster than this, but there will be the point that something breaks and then I'm done and I'm really pushing this machine, so too bad this one didn't work. Huh. If I had pulled up that temperature earlier, then it would have made it. Because this one is getting more fresh air than the rest, so probably the whole heat break heater situation was way cooler. So that's it. I'm gonna hit stop right here. 15 finished. Over here to the back side, as you can see, they are looking quite similar. So let's just pick this one. This is without any deburring or whatsoever. So 58 minutes divided by 15 completed Benchys would come down to 3 minutes and 51 seconds in PLA. Also, please leave a comment what your opinion on the whole speedboat thing is, what I should be building out of this machine or whatsoever. Just give me your honest opinion. But also, I'm gonna try to do something like a review of this printer next few days, where I go in depth on all the detailed solutions, etc. Also, there is a playlist on a CMM conversion I did last December, so I kind of have same plans for this December. There are a few very interesting things you could do, but this is just a sneak peek. So, thank you for watching. See you next time.